Okay.
So, hello everyone, and welcome to our webinar, Build an App for Free with SAP Business Technology Platform. I'm Tanya from the Global User Groups organization and your host for today. Before I introduce our experts for today, I would like to ask you to share any questions you have in the chat. We will come to those after the presentation. And now I have the pleasure of introducing our experts. Steve Day is responsible for SAP Technology Platform product marketing. He spends his time helping customers transform their business with SAP Business Technology Platform for a sustained competitive advantage. And next, I would like to introduce Max Skalatsky. Max is a product leader within the Business Technology Platform Foundation team. In his role, he oversees BTP product experiences and leads the free tier offering suite. He enjoys creating stories and using storytelling to explain why BTP products in this portfolio make sense and are easy to use, and then let users decide whether to take the journey to learn more. And with this, Steve, please take over.
Great. Thanks, Tanya. Hi there, everyone. As Tanya said, Max and I are going to cover a few things for you today. Number one, we're going to explain to everyone the value that SAP Business Technology Platform can provide to your organization. Number two, we're going to talk about a number of customer success stories about other organizations around the world that are achieving value today from SAP BTP. And number three, Max is going to show you, not in PowerPoint, but in actual software, how you can build an app for free today using SAP BTP. So it's going to be a great session. Thanks for joining. Before we jump into the slides, I have some props at my desk here. I have a toy construction truck, something that my son would probably enjoy playing with. I have a can of tuna for some reason, and I have a package from DHL, a delivery package. I think we'll probably understand by the end of the session what these three things have in common. And with that, let me advance. Okay, so SAP Business Technology Platform is the foundation of how you become an intelligent, sustainable enterprise. And just like a house needs to be built on a strong foundation, your enterprise applications need to be built on that same strong foundation, a business technology platform. If you're running multiple enterprise applications like ERP, for example, we all know that the P in ERP stands for planning. And those planning capabilities come from Business Technology Platform. So that is how the foundational technology elements of BTP help the application of ERP run better. If you're running CRM or customer relationship management, you need to do sales analytics in year. So you know how much you're selling this year, what the profitability is going to be, and looking ahead to next year, need to be able to do predictive analytics on what your sales are going to be in future years. Those sales analytics come from the technology underneath, from Business Technology Platform. And if you're doing supply chain management, either with SAP or another vendor, you know that all of your vendors, all of your partners in the supply chain need to be fully integrated together with all the business processes. And those integration capabilities come from Business Technology Platform. So when you build your enterprise applications on top of a strong foundation like BTP, your applications work significantly better together. Now, BTP is comprised of application development, data and analytics, integration, and AI. And really, you can achieve many things with these technologies. SAP BTP is optimized for SAP applications. So like I mentioned before, for ERP, CRM, and supply chain management, but it can work with all non-SAP applications as well, including on-premise and cloud apps. So the goal is that you're able to bring together all the heterogeneous applications, data, and business processes of your organization together into one consolidated place so that you can make the best decisions for your company. And SAP BTP has a very vibrant partner ecosystem with 15,000 partners across 25 industries that work to tailor the solution to meet your business's specific needs, okay? So that you can get the line of business information that you need to make you successful. And just a note on hyperscalers before we move on, SAP works very closely with the hyperscalers, especially Azure, AWS, and GCP, in order to partner with BTP. So we don't think of the hyperscalers as competitors. You can host your applications in a hyperscaler environment and then use BTP for the app dev, integration, data and analytics, and AI. So it's a very complementary way that we work with the hyperscalers. Now, 3 things that you can do with SAP BTP are create personalized experiences, build faster with business context, and run with confidence on a trusted enterprise-grade platform. All 3 of these are important. So let me cover these one at a time. First, personalized experiences that work instantly with SAP applications and data. Okay, now Business Technology Platform is technology, but it's about achieving business outcomes. And the reason why is so we focus on the technology so you can focus on running your business. So all of the app dev, the integration, the data and analytics and AI in BTP allows you to focus on the business outcomes so that you can be more successful. There's a significant amount of pre-built content that comes out of the box with BTP, content like analytics and business processes and integration, so that you can get going really quickly. So the things that Max is going to show you in a few minutes are things that you can do so fast with BTP so that you can get into production and start achieving value really quickly, thanks to this pre-built content. And the AI that's in BTP allows you to automate repetitive tasks. So things like using process automation to take the repetitive processes that you have in your business and automate them so that you can focus on more more higher value tasks. Now, a couple of success stories here. The first company that I'd like to cover is Costain, which is an engineering and construction firm based in the UK. And in the past, they had a very challenging time getting a full view of their business. They had engineering projects working all over the place, very complex projects, and it was tough to get one consolidated view of all the projects and all the costs as well, including risks to costs and timelines. Now, thanks to working with BTP, Costain can view all of their data together in all their systems and prevent budget overruns from happening before they even occur. So the theme here is that Costain is able to create business value with BTP and create personalized experiences, as I said previously, for their customers. They've achieved a 60% savings in IT infrastructure and a 30% savings in construction costs, a very significant benefit, and have also reduced their carbon footprint and helped them become an intelligent, sustainable enterprise. A great success story of an organization using Business Technology Platform for business benefit. The second thing you can do is build faster with business context. Now, we probably have a number of developers that are watching this session, okay? And now you may be a traditional pro code developer that likes heavy tooling for coding, or someone that focuses more on low code or no code interfaces. The good news with BTP is it is for all developers here, and it allows you to build faster with business context. So for example, using the no code and low code capabilities of BTP, which is what we're going to show you in a few minutes, you can build apps really quickly. And you can build these apps in context with your enterprise applications. So whether you're running SAP apps like S/4HANA, SuccessFactors for human resources, or Ariba for supply chain, or non-SAP applications, you can use the low-code capabilities of BTP to build those technology apps super fast to work with your enterprise apps. An example of a customer that is doing that is in the middle here, DHL, the German-based worldwide courier company. And in the past, when a driver picked up their van at the beginning of the shift, they had to indicate on a piece of paper some information like the mileage that was on the van, how much gas is in the tank, and if there's any damage. And then they had to remember to submit that piece of paper at the end of the shift. Now, thanks to working with BTP and specifically the no code capabilities of BTP, DHL has developed a mobile application in just a matter of weeks that brings together all of their applications and data into one place so that their users can take a picture on their phone of the van, upload that picture, and instantly not have to worry about capturing any of the information on paper. And so the theme here is that they're able to achieve a business outcome very fast through the development of an application super quickly using no code, which is really impressive. Now, the third thing you can do with BTP, which is super important, is to run with confidence on a trusted enterprise-grade platform. Okay, so for 50 years, customers have trusted SAP to run your critical systems. People literally have their supply chains running on SAP, and you close your books every month or every quarter using ERP from SAP. And that needs to be trusted and enterprise grade. And Business Technology Platform is just the same. Okay, you can trust the app dev, integration, data and analytics, and AI capabilities of SAP Business Technology Platform. So this is not just for proof of concepts or kicking the tires. This is rock solid SAP reliability here. And as I mentioned before, BTP can work not just with SAP applications, but with heterogeneous third-party apps, data, and business processes. So whether you're running Salesforce for CRM, Oracle for databases, or Workday for human resources, you can bring that all together with BTP in order to create business success. And an example of an organization that's doing that is Royal Greenland. Now, Royal Greenland is a seafood company that fishes in the Arctic Ocean, and they pull thousands of fish out of the Arctic Ocean every year and get them to plates of consumers around the world. Now, they work in very harsh conditions, as I said, in the middle of the Arctic Ocean. And in the past, similar to DHL, they relied very heavily on paper in order to indicate details about their catch, time and location and weight, and then pass those papers on in order to ensure they have sustainable fishing. Well, now, thanks to BTP, they have a mobile app. This mobile app has full offline capabilities, full cloud access to all their applications, SAP and non-SAP, and has completely eliminated the paper chain within their business and allowed them to become a sustainable fishing organization. And so BTP is transforming the way that Royal Greenland conducts their business, which is really fascinating. With that, I think we've done enough PowerPoint here. Let me pass it over to my colleague, Max, who is now going to show you how you can build an app for free today with BTP.
Perfect. Thank you, Steve. Let me share my screen. Hit share. All right. So hopefully everyone can see my screen. And before we get started, I just want to highlight a couple of things that Steve mentioned and also call out that most of what you're going to see is going to be accomplished with something that we use every day, which is this handy mouse. And if you guys are comfortable with using a mouse and know how to wield it from going from right to left to right, then this part of the presentation, the showing of what we can do with BTP, is going to be something that you hopefully will enjoy. So what I'm sharing now is the entry point into our BTP cockpit. So anytime you create a global account or go back into the global account, this is the landing page of what we're going to do. Now, I already created something called SPA, proof of concept, which is our SAP process automation, which is one of our key low-code, no-code services within BTP. Now, if you're not sure how to set up this sub-account, there's two different ways to do so. We have it well documented on our websites, but also this team has created a booster. And the booster is simply found by going into the booster area and then finding set up an account for SAP process automation. Make sure you go on the free side so you are able to use everything I'm going to show you for free. take my word on it that this workflow works extremely well. And now I'm going to put you into our low-code, no-code lobby. Now here, the interesting part of the project that I'm going to describe to you is the fact that under this particular toggle down, once the team introduces the free version of AppDriver, it will simply appear here with no additional activation, and you'll be able to see that plan, which is coming in the next couple of months out in the free tier program. So the app that we chose for you today is something that our team has well documented when we put out the free tier plan. And it will be a workflow app around the HR use case where we're going to show two different versions of approvals based on cost and hours and integrated with our other services that are also within our low-code, no-code suite. The full how-to is very well documented by our Chief Product Officer over this category. And you can scroll through this blog and it takes you exactly through the steps of what you would need to do, compares where the different plans are, and then goes through part 1 through 7 that I'm going to show you in different pieces. So let's go back. Let's actually open up this first project, and everything you're seeing, I did myself. I had a Sapphire, and I'm sharing that with you in my production account. So everything you see is already in production and it's ready to go. So as soon as you go through your steps, you'll be able to create this schema that I'm sharing with you right now. So like I mentioned, this particular project is editable. You can see that if it's ready to deploy, you just simply go through and deploy. I'll cover that in a couple of minutes. But there are multiple forms, and the forms are something that you just toggle on and create, and they basically put out the different pieces of this particular project. Now, once you are ready to go through and deploy the project, you go through on this side. You have to switch it to deploy mode. And as you can see, the forms are ready to go. You go back into the schema. Click on that, and you simply highlight the deployed code, just like so. It's going to create a different URL. You open up a browser and you go through, and now you have the form of the project that you already have created. And the forms are already something you can do with just simply clicking of a mouse. Now I have those preloaded as well. And what you can see here let me drag this over, is the preloaded content that I have. The asterisks are the pieces of the application that are must-have to move forward. So all I need to finish is select a date, which should have come, let's go forward time, 2022, February, June 17th. Let's go 2 days in advance. And when you hit submit, the form will submit and ready for processing. When we go back to our low-code, no-code lobby, what we can see is this little inbox that's here. And what this team did is it created an environment where you can test your email integration. We don't have it natively developed because that is something that we charge for, but you can still test your application prior to actually deploying it. In here, you will see what I just put out. Let's see if it refreshes. The magic of live demos with software. As you can see, here's what I just submitted. It's something that requires approval. If I want to hit approve, all I do is just hit approve. In my context, hit it, and it will go through. Well, it should go through. Just trust me, it does. And your application is ready to go. Now, as Steve mentioned previously, these type of apps that our low-code, no-code team has created through its software are available to connect to our other lines of business. We did not do this for this particular application, but the point of it is it can be done. But the services that are used to power this are iRPA, SAP Process Automation, and Workflow. So there's 3 services that are running one over, 2 behind the scenes to help make this application live. Now, let's go back to what else is available within the free tier program. And what you see is out of the 97 services that are available to you within BTP, 31 of them are currently enabled for free tier. So the the pieces that I showed within our low-code, no-code portfolio, there's always other services that you can also go through and check out for free, unlimited time. There is a tech limit to the service. However, the point of free tier and how we created it is you test out the app, you make sure that it does what you need it to do, and then it's a simple upgrade path where you retain your application, you retain your data, you retain your objects, and it's just a simple movement from going from free to paid. And with that, I'll turn things over back to Steve to close things up, and then we'll have some questions that we can share.
Great, thanks, Max. Share my screen again, guys. All right, you can see my screen okay, right, Max?
Yes.
Okay, so hopefully everyone enjoyed seeing the actual software, how it works, and understanding that there's 31 free services that you can leverage today. And so the best way to get started is to sign up for SAP BTP free tier, and you do that through going to the SAP store and signing up for a free pay-as-you-go account. So go to sap.com/BTP and you can click try for free in the top left-hand corner, and that brings you to the SAP store. And you can do everything that Max did today, right now for free, as well as leverage 31 full services from BTP and figure out how you can get benefit from them within your organization. So we saw at the beginning, we saw a construction truck, a can of tuna, and a DHL package. And now I think we know that Costain is driving personalized experiences for their customers and significant business value for their organization. DHL created a mobile application with no code in just 3 weeks, which is so impressive. And Royal Greenland is getting seafood to our plates as consumers around the world, thanks to Business Technology Platform. So please go to sap.com/BTP and sign up to get your free access to 31 BTP services today, so that you can use what Max showed a few minutes ago, which is so powerful. And you can also go to the SAP Discovery Center. There's a link on the slide, or you can just Google SAP Discovery Center to see a list of the 31 services that are available and the full breadth of the app dev, integration, data and analytics, and AI capabilities of BTP to help you become an intelligent, sustainable enterprise. And with that, Tanya, let's address any questions that we have.
Happy to do so. So can we call BTP an operating system of cloud?
It's a platform, which is different than an operating system. So I would call it a platform instead.
And I would touch on that we have services that provide operational capabilities within the suite of BTP enabled plans. So there are specific use cases such as our runtime suite. We have Cloud Foundry, we have Kima that you can use for operational heavy load.
Great, thank you. I hope that answers the question. And then there's a comment, free tier is not available for India. Max,
Yep.
Can you?
Yes, I can. So we understand that certain countries right now cannot access free tier. We're currently looking to enable that, and hopefully we'll get that in the coming months, not just for India, but for rest of the world. So we understand that it's a constraint. Please be patient with us, and we're hoping to address that in the coming months.
So can I add on to that? So there's 2 ways when you go to SAP Store to sign up for free tier. You can either sign up as an individual, or you can sign up as a corporation. And anyone in the world, in any country, including India, can sign up today as a corporation. So if you're a developer in India and you want to get access to free tier, you can sign up on behalf of your organization and get access to that today. The challenge that we have, currently is on the individual, credit card component in certain countries. So the workaround is to sign up as a corporation.
Okay, that is helpful. Thank you. So far, I cannot see any further question in the chat. Guys and girls, do you have any questions? Steve and Max are available for any questions you have on BTP.
And while we wait, what you saw is 31 services. We have a robust roadmap that we're actively looking to deploy more. I mentioned AppGyver is a key one that's coming in the next month or two. We also have other ones on the roadmap that we're excited about, on top of the actual experiences of how to access the services and what to do with them. So we actually have a very exciting 12 months ahead of us to make free tier even more enjoyable experience than what it is right now.
Yeah, there's some really valuable services that we've made available for free for you today. And Max showed you SAP Process Automation, but HANA Cloud and Integration Suite are two of the additional services that are available today within free tier. So I'm sure everyone's heard of HANA and HANA Cloud, and you can literally access that today for free in your organization and start using that. So it's we wanted to make a very compelling offering here for you as developers to start using these services. So the 31 that are available are pretty valuable today.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. Any questions? So far, I cannot see any further question here in the chat. Anyway, feel free to contact us anytime if you have any questions. Happy to help you further on. And if there are no further questions, I would really like to thank Steve and Max for sharing how our customers can build an app for free, and also how to take advantage of the free tier offering and how to navigate the SAP BTP Cockpit. And of course, thanks to all our participants for joining. I hope it was time spent very well for you. So if there are no further questions, Steve and Max, I would say exactly. Goodbye,
Thank
everyone.
You, Tanya. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you for joining. Have a great day. Bye-bye.